gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Shondell Wilbur.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of the Buried a Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast, back again. My name is Dell. That is Devin. Devin, how are you, sir?
I'm surviving.
You're surviving. You're here.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah.
This is the last one. This is the second half of our pod gauntlet that we're running here.
Yeah, gauntlet.
Feels like a gauntlet this week, definitely.
It's been all over the place.
Yeah.
It's been wild.
Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting ride today.
It's only going to get worse.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
and summer come.
Oh, jeez. Oh yeah. It's going to be an adventure. But
wait till I dye my beard purple.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm here for it. Why not? And it's been a day.
Yeah.
As we record now, we just wrapped up our Level Down podcast, which was a
shit show.
Yeah. Hey, look, it was entertaining. To say the least. So, after you check this out, definitely check out the Level Down podcast.
And I'm gonna get some shorts together for the YouTube to put up there on each channel and stuff, because it seemed like people love the shorts. Yeah,
people are very receptive to the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
They like the little fun size snippets of the shows, which is good. We're gonna get more of that stuff to you. As we record today on the Classic Sunday, it is Mother's Day today. So, much like we did before, we wish everybody a happy Mother's Day, all of the mothers and all of the, thanks.
I had something offensive to say, but we only 2 minutes in.
Okay. Well, I mean, we got time. We'll get there.
Oh my goodness.
We will get there. But yeah, so this week in the world of pro wrestling, in the world of the WWEs, the AEWs, this week was, it was a week. Nothing really damning, nothing really noteworthy. We came off of, Backlash that we talked about. So,
what are you starting with, WWE or AEW first?
Let's go ahead and jump into. I mean, we ain't got much to talk about with AEW, so
I do got one positive about it, though.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's jump into it. Let's get that out of the way before we jump into the week that was in the world of the World Wrestling Entertainment.
AEW Dynamite,
yes,
which was on the 8th, is actually getting good.
Yes.
What was going on was entertaining. It seemed like they were building more story. Once again, I don't care about Orange Cassidy. I see what they're trying to do with Mariah May.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor, man, it doesn't look good. Looks like that,
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
You had the Adam Copeland again. Who cares? I'm a Brody King guy.
Oh, that was a good match, though.
It was
really good match. Really good match.
You still got Jericho trying to be relevant. But I see what they were trying to do with Dynamite. Now, when you move in a Collision and Rampage, it was a completely different story.
Right. Yeah.
It felt like old AEW.
Yeah, that's especially Rampage. Like Rampage, besides, Yeah, I was about to say, besides the Kyle O'Reilly Adam Cole match, which was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it, but
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
none
of the matches.
No, yeah, the matches were good. Top Flight and Claudio and Bryan Danielson was good as well. They were. I mean, it was good action. But like you said, with Dynamite does seem to be trying to give you more content around the wrestling, and I think it did start with the whole, the elite thing with with Tony Khan and all of that. As weird as that thing was, it did facilitate more branching storyline wise things. So it definitely did that. Whether or not it's going to continue and be something that'll draw more people in, hopefully it does.
But I'm liking the intro.
There's things moving. Yeah, the intro's awesome.
I didn't realize there was an intro until this one came out. I must have missed that.
Yeah, so I mean, there are positives. There are definitely positives in AEW. Like you said, Dynamite in particular, like Collision and Rampage, definitely, like they were just whatever, especially that Dynamite show.
Yeah,
whatever. But I digress. Yeah, so they had Dynamite. They were still building this storyline we're trying to get with Christian and Swerve, building to the title match for Double or Nothing, which, I mean, they don't have a lot of real estate to work with. There's not a lot of time in between this. Then Christian just returned, so you're kind of trying to make this thing as hot and as personal as it can be before that. So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, Swerve thought he had some people, and he got...
Yeah, they wind up turning on him. I mean, and you gotta... If you're Brian Cage and, and in the Gates of Agony... I get it, because Swerve just kind of got big and left you. So, I mean, I definitely get that. So it's, Christian is definitely up right now in terms of that. But, in Collision, Swerve did get a measure of retaliation against the Gates of Agony, and he has a match, I believe, this Wednesday on Dynamite against against Brian Cage, and I'm pretty sure he'll get attacked again or whatever. But we're leading into that. I mean, Double or Nothing right now, as it stands, doesn't seem to be a card that's going to wow a lot of people. Especially with the main event. I mean, Swerve and Christian, yeah, there's a little bit of history there, but it's not one of those Double or Nothing things. AEW treats Double or Nothing as like their big hot show, and the momentum's not there. I mean, the momentum hasn't been with the company for a while either, but it's been good. I've enjoyed the wrestling on it. I'm going to enjoy the wrestling on Double or Nothing, but in terms of, building things, we're getting there, but there's not a whole lot of time in between. I mean, I see where the, with the Elite and the, with that match, the Anarchy in the Arena match, that one, okay, I get it. You got Elite, Team Elite versus Team AEW with FTR and Eddie Kingston and Danielson. So that's going to be something. And that is the hot thing, because the Elite's the hot thing. But you got Ospreay and Roderick Strong, where it's going to be a great match. Both of them are awesome, but I just don't.
No, I get you. I completely agree with you. Completely agree.
I just don't feel the matchup. Like, the matchup was going to be good, but it's for putting it forward to be Will Ospreay on Double or Nothing on this show. I feel like Ospreay is. And I don't want to discredit Roderick Strong, and I don't want to discredit the International Championship as a whole, but I feel like Will Ospreay should have a different match at Double or Nothing. He should be a bigger. I feel like Ospreay should be involved in something much bigger than that, because you need Will Ospreay in the forefront of your company, like, clearly. Like, Will Ospreay is look how popular he is.
Yeah, people love him. I don't like him though. I don't like him. I don't really like too many people.
Yeah, that's true. What is it about Will? He's not on LA Knight level. We know that.
No,
he's it's not a F Will Ospreay, but you just don't like him.
He I don't know. It just they put him against people who I like better than him. He ain't done nothing. Like he's going against Strong.
Yeah.
No, you're going against Roderick Strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Roderick Strong fan, so no, I'm not gonna like you.
Yeah, Roderick Strong is awesome. Like I said, the match is going to be good, like without a doubt. But I just feel like, how hot Will Ospreay is coming into this. Like,
they need to make him attack certain people. Go after Jericho. Go after Big Bill. Go,
well, you got
switch it up a little bit.
Something.
Heel.
But I mean, right now, oh god, he's so like hot right now in terms of the fan reaction and all that. I think he is right now where on that ascension of that just people loving him, like how Swerve was / is. But I mean, Swerve, he's the AEW champion now, so people were there for the ride, and now that he's there, people do love Swerve. He's still completely over, but it's it's
leveling out.
Yeah, it's kind of plateauing a little bit, and Ospreay is still on that rise because people want to see him win. They want to see him every week. They want to see him, and then because they know how good he is. Clearly,
well, I'm kind of over Swerve. He's getting beat up too much.
And here's that I feel like, and I think with not Christian is awesome. Christian is he's best run. I've always been a Christian fan. Like since Brood and all that. Like I preferred Christian over Edge. Like I just did. But like I said, for Double or Nothing, I just don't. The steam of this feud isn't there. And for Swerve's big, first hot feud going into a humongous show for AEW like that with somebody of the caliber and popularity of Swerve, I just feel like there should be more.
It's only been a couple weeks.
Yeah, I feel, but we had a quick turnaround because now you got to think about AEW adding a bunch of more pay-per-views to their calendar. Before, AEW was only 4 pay-per-views a year, so the build-up for those matches, this build-up for this show was a lot more. It was a lot more. There was a lot more stories to tell if you were telling stories in AEW. There were a lot more time to tell those stories in between pay-per-views because there were only a few of them. Now we just came off of Dynasty. We got a couple weeks before Double or Nothing, and I don't feel like there's enough time there to really get this thing as hot as it could be with these two. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But AEW Dynamite wasn't bad this week. Dynamite wasn't bad.
That's it.
Yeah, Dynamite wasn't bad. And being, we topped end we usually do this AEW thing last. We're already done with AEW. So
yeah, it only took 15 minutes.
Yeah, see,
There's your clip right there.
Yeah. That's something. There's one of your little bite-sized packages for you guys. So now that we're done talking about AEW, let's talk about the week that was in WWE. We had, let's just start from the top of the week, start with Monday Night Raw. The big focus on a lot of stuff here is, of course, they're on their way to Saudi Arabia, and they have the King and Queen of the Ring. So a lot of focus was on those matches and, all of that good stuff following that, and especially on Monday Night Raw where they hit that. So Monday Night Raw as a whole, we'll start there, and then we'll dissect a couple of segments, a couple matches, maybe some things that we liked, some things that we didn't. How did we feel as a whole about Monday Night Raw?
It was Raw. Didn't really stand out.
Yeah, it was a week. It was a week of wrestling.
The Punk segment was good.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I didn't expect it not to be.
Yeah.
One standout moment that caught my attention was when Punk was walking into the stadium and he said, "What's up to Chad Gable?" while he's standing there yelling at Alpha Academy. That caught me. I was like, yeah, that's about right. That's what you should have. Out of that whole segment. That's what I took away from that. I took that away.
Yeah,
I didn't.
And I like how they're still keeping, we still are keeping the Drew and Punk thing every week, even though, neither one of them were doing anything physical this week. They had, how
did he hurt his elbow?
I don't know. I think they said it was at the...
He said it was at his house. Or he didn't do it in the ring.
It was with his elbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I know they had a fill-in with because he was supposed to be a part of the tournament, and we'll talk about the King and Queen of the Ring tournament brackets in a little bit. But
it said according to Drew, Punk attacked him on. Hold on, let me cough. Yeah, it said he hyperextended. He has a badly hyperextended elbow. According to Drew, Punk's attack on him during the event led to a fractured elbow. Hyperextended and fractured isn't the same thing.
Yeah, they're two different things.
I thought he did it outside the ring.
Yeah, two different things. Yeah, I thought I didn't hear anything about the fracture. I heard about the hyperextension.
Yeah, he said Drew said it was fractured. Yeah, Drew, he don't know. He confused.
He's confused.
He's confused. Oh, this whining. I'm not liking this.
No,
I'm not liking this whiny Drew.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I mean, but I like the stuff with him and Punk. So it's just we just got to get them both to where we can start, building to the inevitable match.
But all you got to do, you got to get them together. You got to have somebody attack somebody. If it's a fractured elbow, hyperextended elbow, it doesn't matter. He can still take a hit to the back of the head with a chair. Hit him with a car.
Or even the elbow. There's ways to do it.
Yeah. Do something. Where's the physical? I think they're building up to something physical, then building up to an actual match, then building up to Drew losing.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, definitely.
My concern is, what are you gonna do after this?
I don't know.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I feel like I don't think
you took Shinsuke off the show.
Yeah, Shinsuke's now part of SmackDown.
Already threatening people.
Yeah.
Who didn't name anybody?
No, but when I seen that video package that Shinsuke had, I was like, this is right down Devin's alley.
Yeah.
Still continuing the
never change, Shinsuke.
The unnamed victimization of people.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so Drew was supposed to take part of the King of the Ring, and is not been pulled from the tournament, just like Bobby Lashley was pulled from the tournament. To make way for other people here who, I mean, clearly this was this was all a part of the plan.
When Bobby Lashley was pulled, I understood that, because he's a token, he's a fill-in. That's what he's there for. Every time I see Bobby Lashley, they just randomly put him in somewhere as a placeholder.
Yeah, and I'm like, you got Bobby Lashley to say Bobby Lashley's in the tournament, and he's going against Tama Tonga, but Tama Tonga clearly has to win a match and win his match because Bloodline thing is building and gaining steam. The new Bloodline thing is building and gaining steam on SmackDown. So Tama Tonga has to get a win here, and you're not. At least you shouldn't. He shouldn't beat Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
So he's gonna beat Angelo Dawkins. So you sub out Bobby for Angelo. You get him to win. You get Tama to win. So all is right. Because Bobby couldn't, Bobby's injured, whatever, or something.
Wait. Did he wrestle?
But that was the SmackDown.
No. I'm thinking. Should have put Ricochet. Yeah, Tama Tonga beat up Ricochet. I'm just trying to make sure what show they on.
Oh yeah, so Ricochet. So let's talk about the tournament. So Ricochet's on Raw still.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that match he had though. We'll just jump right in while we're mentioning Ricochet. That match he had with Ilja Dragunov.
Great.
Whew.
Great. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great. Best match out of all of them.
Yeah, I think that was my match of the week for wrestling. Like just for all of it, for AEW, for WWE, for Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision, and all that stuff. Like that match, Dragunov and Ricochet made it happen out there. Like that match was really, really, really good. And Dragunov got the win there. I mean, of course, shouldn't beat him just, bringing him up from NXT to main roster.
Ricochet there to get beat.
Ricochet ain't winning no King of the Ring. I mean, Dragunov's not winning the King of the Ring either,
but see, you want Dragunov to get that fire on when he go over to Imperium. He's going to Imperium
because
they need a third.
They need a thing. Because I doubt we're ever going to see Giovanni Vinci again. He got drafted to SmackDown, but you probably won't see him again. He got drafted, but unless they repackage him some type of way, and he's just not an Imperium dude, and they find like some gimmick, something that's off the cuff that works, I don't think we're seeing him again.
Nah.
But yeah, so we had Dragunov versus Ricochet. There was Jey Uso and Finn Bálor.
Yeah, they let Jey win.
Yeah, so I mean, sorry, Finn. Jey Uso's super hot. So, and we had Gunther and Sheamus. Now that match, Gunther and Sheamus did what it was supposed to do. They were there to beat the hell out of each other. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened, but Gunther, of course, wins.
Which he should.
Yeah, which he should have. I mean, Sheamus is there. Sheamus is one of those guys now that, he's going to have a banger match. You don't expect him to win all of them, and it doesn't hurt him if he wins a match. It doesn't hurt him if he loses a match. Like,
yeah.
Sheamus, even though Sheamus is just coming back, some people it's like, oh, well, you can't beat such and such from just coming back. Sheamus is involved in these matches where it's like, anybody can just beat anybody. So if he loses to Gunther, it's like, all right, whatever. Just like losing to Drew, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's Drew, it's Gunther. Like it's these hard physical matches that ain't nobody expecting. Nobody's expecting him to win. So nobody's upset at that. Which is again, and with the. Talk about the brackets continuing on the SmackDown side. We had Tama Tonga and Angelo Dawkins we talked about because Tama needed to win, and he did. We had Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin. I mean...
Well, you had to put Carmelo against a nobody.
I mean, Baron Corbin's been up, he's been down.
Carmelo Hayes is trash.
You don't like Carmelo Hayes?
No. No, you real disrespectful to Bobby Lashley.
He was.
He's real disrespectful.
He was.
Know your place, buddy. You just got called up. And you just got called up to the main seat. You just at the adult table right now. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Hey, look, he's got to come in with that. He's got to come in with that brashness.
Yeah, somebody gonna knock him down a peg.
He just comes in with that Shawn Michaels endorsement, baby.
No, gotta watch your mouth, buddy. Brand new.
Yeah, brand new. Yeah, scale it down a bit. LA Knight and Santos Escobar. In the bracket as well. We had Randy Orton and AJ Styles, which was the main event of SmackDown for theirs. I knew AJ wasn't winning.
Nah. See, I want AJ to win something, win a belt.
Yeah.
I want AJ to go after Logan Paul.
I wouldn't mind that, actually.
I do. I want AJ to go after Logan Paul.
I wouldn't mind AJ taking the title off of Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And I'm talking about a nice, it ain't got to be a quick build up. Little build up.
Like this angry AJ too. Like I want to hear the promos that AJ would cut on Logan Paul. Like, yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, Cody had he had a couple things to say to Logan, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, so I mean, that's the men's tournament. Looks like I believe Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio have a match in the bracket as well. I think they said some of those matches are going to take place on non-televised events on like house shows or something. So they're going to update the brackets probably tomorrow on Raw or something. Maybe these matches happened over the weekend.
Yeah, because I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and then they did say some of those were going to be to be determined on non-televised events or on tour and WWE live events. They said. So for the Queen of the Ring side of it, because we're going to do this King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia, we had what was it? Io Sky, right?
Io and Natalya.
Yeah, she beat Natalya.
Zoe and Ivy.
That. Yeah, so Zoe Stark beat Ivy now. Which, I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then on Raw, they also had Dakota Kai and Valkyrie?
Yes, Lyra Valkyria. Yeah, Lyra Valkyria, yeah. So that one.
And Dakota lost. Well, she should.
Yeah, you're not a Dakota.
No, she irks my soul.
Not a Dakota Kai fan.
No. Like, why is she still with the... Why is she still with them? Why do they keep her around?
I mean, they need, right now she's acting as like the mouthpiece type of...
Oh, because what they try, most of them don't speak English?
No, I mean, they could cut promos, but, it's giving her something to do.
First off, why is your name Kai? You're Irish and Samoan. Who you trying to fool? She is. She's Irish and Samoan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Anyway, she took the L to Lyra Valkyria. They're trying to keep, I guess I feel like they're going to do a lot with Lyra. She just has that feel that she's going to be, going to be a major player. We also had...
Wait. Can I say something about Dakota Kai? Yo, her name is Cherry Georgina Cowerly.
Say something else.
Cherie Georgina Cowerly. That's her name. I'm mad about that.
I was Q negative.
She old too. She our age.
Yeah, she's been around.
That's why she trying to wrestle. She hurt herself. That's why her knee all banged up. Let me stop talking trash. This old lady.
This old lady. But yeah, so we had Lyra defeating Dakota. Was that all? I think that was all the matches we had on Raw.
Yeah, that was all on Raw.
Yeah, I think the Shayna Baszler Maxine Dupree match, I think, is going to be one that's supposed to be on a live event or something or other.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to be that or if it's
SmackDown had Naomi and Nia Jax.
Yes, and Nia beat Naomi.
Yeah, well, she, her things kept trying to fall out.
Yeah, so there was a lot of wardrobe malfunctioning going on with Naomi. Yeah, she was very.
She picked the wrong outfit.
It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. She was very preoccupied with trying to make sure certain things weren't exposed, which I get. I understand 100% completely. And it happened. Nia Jax defeated Naomi. And in two very predictable matches, Bianca Belair defeated Candice LeRae.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, and Jay beat Piper Niven.
Which was refreshing because Jade was getting beat around a little bit.
Yeah, Jade was in a match. Jade was in a wrestling match here, and yeah. And it worked out. It worked out very well. Jay was in a wrestling match, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, they picked somebody good to go again. At first, I didn't think Piper Niven to be a powerhouse wrestler. I never thought her as a powerhouse wrestler. But after this, I can see her doing more things like that. Change that stupid ass outfit. And, start getting in the ring and catching some bodies on people.
Hey, look, man,
Get rid of that girl you're with.
Oh, Chelsea? I like the pairing.
No, Chelsea's weird.
Yes.
Very weird.
Yes, she is. We had Tiffany Stratton and Mia Yim.
On what show?
That was in the bracket.
Oh, I'm about to say I ain't see that.
Yeah. And
who won?
I don't know. I want to say. Tiffany Stratton's going to win that. Either way.
I like Meechin.
Just no, there's no Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton beats Mia Yim. That's just what happens. There's no way. And then so that's the Queen of the Ring brackets. I gotta say, we're gonna predict King and Queen of the Ring.
It's gonna be Uso.
You going Uso over Gunther?
Yeah, I'm going Uso because Gunther, he lost. He's dealing with that stuff with Sami Zayn. So I'm thinking it's going to be not Sami Zayn. What did I say, Sami Zayn? I'm thinking of Chad Gable.
Oh, okay.
Gunther, he had his run. He did good things. He doesn't need this King of the Queen right now.
No, he doesn't. I agree. He doesn't need to be King of the Ring. Yeah, no.
He's still going to be good regardless. You give it to Jay because Jay's not going to get a title right now. You're not going to give it to him. So give it to Jey Uso. Let him have his little reign for a little bit.
I feel like they need to get back to giving it to somebody that's like not established already. Like,
unless you can give it to Orton. Those are only two people I can see getting it. Orton.
He does not need it at all.
No.
But he's in the tournament, so and I can't see somebody, beating him. I could either Randy Orton or Jey Uso or something. Like, I don't know where they're going with this because, like, the names that are in this tournament, because before the King of the Ring was something to use to skyrocket a wrestler, somebody who was on the cusp of being that main event talent. Now you got a lot of main eventers in this tournament now, so here's
the thing: if Carmelo Hayes wins, I'm done. I'm done. I swear to God, I will never.
Before I would be like, you take Randy Orton out of it, you take Jey Uso out of it, you take Gunther out of it, you take, you take those people out of the match there. Carmelo Hayes would have been a good pick to win the King of the Ring.
Yeah, but now there's better people.
Yeah, so like it's I don't know where they're going.
And for the women, it's going to come down to Jade and Bianca.
Yeah.
And they're going to give it to Jade.
I feel like Jade's going to be the Queen of the Ring. Yeah. I feel like, I feel that.
Because you got to have a little back and forth between Jade and Bianca.
Yeah.
You already see the discord between them.
I mean,
Jade looks frustrated every time Bianca opens her mouth.
I mean, they're doing the tag team champ thing. They got the little hand thing that they're doing.
Yeah, they trying to get a little synergy going.
They seem solid right now.
I give it 3 months. I give it 3 months before it starts to fall apart.
That's fair.
And that's how they lose the tag team title.
Fair, yeah. Clearly, they're going to lose it with some. There's going to be some type of miscommunication or something that's going on with them, and that's going to cause them to lose that championship. So yeah, that's good. That's for the tournament there. Other than that, it's not really much else to write about there. We had Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul are clearly going to be like Logan Paul just gets a championship match at
I don't care about that.
Exactly, and I don't care.
That just disgusts the hell out of me. Like, because you signed a nice little contract.
Yeah.
Making a couple dollars for the show. You think you can just get what you want when you want it, and that's like.
They look Saudi, like he's main eventing another Saudi Arabia show. He main evented against Roman Reigns before. He's main eventing against Cody now.
And I'm not saying I don't mind. Like, we needed a Logan Paul on this show.
Yeah, I don't hate Logan Paul as a wrestling character.
No.
I don't hate him as a wrestling character.
Yeah. I don't like the knuckleheads he bring in a ring with him.
Yeah, I don't like the rest of Logan Paul. Like Logan Paul as a wrestling personality, I'm okay with. Like I get it, I understand it, and I actually kind of it's all right. It's all right for this. But but having a match like this is Cody's title defense at this whatever.
It's not worth it unless they're going to give Cody both belts.
Yeah, no,
and that second belt's a waste.
Yeah, I don't think it's a title for title match. I think it's just the Undisputed Championship on the line. Like, they didn't say that it was the United States Championship as well. It's a champion versus champion match, but I don't think it's title for title.
No, I'm not liking this.
So, unless something
There's
changes,
so many other people they could put him against.
Sure, yeah. So, unless something changes, I don't know. But, there's that.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's nothing really to write home about a lot here. In this week, so
slow week,
slow week in terms of it was just a tournament, and we already breezed right through the AEW stuff. So this is we're gonna get you back to your mothers a little faster here this week on the
That's what she podcast. Said. I'm sorry.
There it was. We got it. We got the thing that we It might not have been the thing you wanted, but it was the thing you mentioned something inappropriate. There it is. We got it. Got it right there at the end. But want to thank everybody for listening to the Buried in Booking podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Please listen to us on anywhere you like to listen to, your Spotify, your iHeartRadios, all that. You can view us on YouTube. And we will see you next time on the Buried in Booking podcast. Happy Mother's Day again to the mothers, and we'll see you next time.